Let's talk legacy. Let's talk legacy. Every dream begins with a story. Every road can lead to glory. Real people, real journeys, sharing wisdom for the world to see. Tell me where you've been, tell me how you made it through. Every chapter has a purpose, and your voice matters too. Let's talk legacy, where the real stories shine. Real hustle, real purpose, one conversation at a time. Let's talk legacy. Come and tell your story today. Hosted by Chantal Taylor, building legacy every day. Real stories, real hustle, real purpose, real legacy. Let's talk legacy.
What's up, y'all, and welcome back to episode 6 of Let's Talk Legacy. I'm your girl Chantal Taylor, and today I got a special guest for y'all. I'm not gonna say too much. I'm gonna let him tell y'all, but he is really different for real. He one of them ones. So today I got Knightro. What's up, Knightro?
Yo, what's good with y'all?
How was your day today?
Man, it's been good, man. Blessed to be here.
Amen. So tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do.
Yo, first off, I come straight out of Brookhaven, born in Jackson, of course. Uh, been doing the music thing for a long time, and it's been a wonderful journey so far, and just keep going, keep grinding. That's what we've been doing as of late, and come from the background of singers and songwriters, and and everything just popped up into one now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay. So look, I got 10 questions for you. I promise not to bore you. And just think of it like we at grandma kitchen eating at Sunday dinner or something, having a little fun. So your
Come on now.
music is your music is deeply rooted in Southern culture. How did growing up in Brookhaven, Mississippi shape the artist and storyteller you are today?
I look back at the influences back then, as we talk about Jackson artists, from here to now. One thing we had a conversation about is the impact of some of those who came before us. They made an impact, influenced us. Guys like D Banks and his cousin Shane Banks, formerly known as Sosa, T.L. McDaniel, Charlie Mack. Those guys, and then some more. They pretty much laid the foundation in so what you see now, especially like with me and other artists like 2K Toby and Zevin and Casino, Rambo JB, you know, the sound and the culture, of course, is pretty much the blues background. But as far as the hip hop and the rap scene, we're making an impact as of now.
Hmm. Okay. So you've described your sound as authentic, timeless, and influenced by gospel and blues. What do you believe sets Nitro apart from other artists in hip hop?
That's a pretty good question. I guess you could say my experience on the mic and on the pen, stage presence, and I guess everything that I've learned over the years from those and from my OGs and as well as other influences, they pretty much became the foundation of who I am today. And also knowing the history of music, period. Um, you got to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of, when it comes to the business and the industry. So if you don't have all that, you aren't really too much have nothing. So I guess the experience, the knowledge, and the wisdom that I have, I guess what sets me apart from everybody else. I mean,
Mm.
not to sound big headed and nothing like that, but I guess it's the truth.
Okay, okay. So Rudy Ray Moore, also known as Dolomite, is one of your biggest influences. What
Hmm.
was it about his confidence, creativity, and approach to entertainment that resonated with you and ultimately influenced the artist you've become?
Y'all ever seen the Netflix movie Dolomite's My Name by Rudy Ray Moore, where Eddie Murphy played the character? It really said, it really showed me where like he broke barriers in that sense. He broke barriers that nobody even thought about doing, and the influence and the culture that he brought today. Even when back in hip hop was started in '73, that was around by that time he was popping. You might well say he was one of the first rappers that made an that was out there, but it wasn't rap then. It wasn't even hip hop at the time. So I guess people don't give credit to those that came before us, especially like in the entertainment scene. You know, I see like Rudy Ray Moore, of course, and I also see Richard Pryor and uh, as I mentioned, Eddie Murphy. Those can be it also influences when it comes to what we do with the music.
Mhm. Okay. You began recording music seriously around the time you were preparing to graduate high school. What do
Hmm.
you remember about your first studio experience? And was there a moment when you realized this is something I truly want to pursue?
It was back in. I don't want to give it back. I was. Uh, I was
I felt you on
right,
that.
but I'm put it like this though. Um, I just remember like when I was 17, right before I was 18 and get ready to graduate high school. Back then there was this guy that I know. He was trying to do things on the music side, and he ended up forming the group. And I said, yo, let me try this. Probably just for starters. He be like, all right, man, you got it. So, going up to his house one day. Well, it was an apartment. It was if you're familiar with Brookhaven, it's the Cloverdale Acres. I want to say it was apartment 65. Yeah. So got there, wrote my song. Wrote my lyric, my verse. Got up on the mic, and I was like, "Whoa, I did it! I did that for real!" And the rest was history.
So let's talk about the night ride. I think, well, I've actually just met you in person like not too long ago. But
Mm-hmm.
after following you on Facebook, I was kind of interested when I figured out who you were. So tell me about the night ride. I feel like it represents an important chapter in your growth as an artist.
Mm-hmm.
What was happening in your life and career that inspired the project, and what did you want listeners to take away from it?
Well, it's good that I got a big homie Precious, so I can just, go ahead and break the story down. He got some pointers he probably want to share too. Um, Around by the time before even it was a thought, a lot of things were going on. As a matter of fact, I ended up dropping a song which was produced by him called "Move Different," and then about a week later, it was like a down spiral. Like I lost a cousin, I lost a job, and now I'm like, where to now? So it had been like that weekend. I think I came to your crib. It was in Hazelhurst. Uh, we were just talking and talking, and he came up with this idea and say, you know what? The next project you do is gonna be called the Night Ride. I said, I like the sound of it, and the process throughout it all, it was enjoyable, and grateful for everybody that was involved, and right then and there, it was like it taught me how to be patient. It taught me how to be more preservative, especially like when it comes to, you know, putting your artwork together. You want to paint a picture to your audience, or you don't want to just put anything out there. That's one of the things I learned, throughout the early part of my career. And is there anything else you want to add? Um, no, I think, I know
Okay.
this is already
So
so.
you've spoken about learning to slow down and trust the creative process. What
Hmm.
did that lesson teach you about yourself, both as an artist and as a person?
That sometimes life, it may not go the way we want it to go, but as we follow, it's pretty much a journey, and that what the project reflected on. It's more of a journey than anything else. So the night ride, it was like it pretty much brought growth in the expertise into me, and got me into that mode to where I can be, teach not only teachable, but also the teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Okay. So, independent artists face challenges that go far beyond making music. What has been your biggest obstacle in the music business, and what did overcoming it teach you?
Hmm. I just play. No, let me stop. I think the biggest obstacle that I've ever had was being impatient. It was, and not being grounded into, like, certain ideas, but which made me, become more consistent and more resourceful in many ways. That I feel like, yeah, that's been I had to conquer that, and it wasn't an easy thing. So that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, you set a goal of releasing at least 10 albums before you retire. When you eventually step away from music, what do you want the Nitro legacy to mean to your family, your community, and the artists who come after you?
To never give up on your dreams, never give up on something that was planned for you to do, and let nobody else stop you from what you're doing.
Mhm.
In addition to that, the also the Nitro legacy, it's also be remembered as, that's the guy, though, that paved the way. I could be a pioneer, all I know, and if it starts with me, hey, I'm cool with that too. You know, it's a lot of people that want to be superstars, but you still got to, go through many challenges and roads ahead. And, just the guy, y'all say that's the guy that never gave up. That's the guy that, did his thing. That's the guy that, sold a lot of records and made an impact in Mississippi too.
Okay. If you could collaborate with any artist, past or present, who would you choose? What kind of record would you want to create together and why?
I had got that question asked not too long ago. Any artist, past or present, that's a lot that I consider right now, and it's a long list. I don't even want to just sit and think about. But first, I'll be like the first part. I know one thing. I said, if anyone past or present, I love to collaborate with Pimp C. Do a do a song, Pimp C, him producing it, featuring Boosie. That'd be dope.
That'd be dope. That would be
Mm-hmm.
dope. That
It's a
would.
down south thing.
So let me ask you this. I want to ask you this. Ain't nobody else want to ask you this probably, but I want to ask you: do you get often that you have like a Ice Cube Easy E flow? kind of like West Coast type flow, I feel like that's what sets you apart. Cause your music isn't like what people would expect. You know, in Mississippi, everybody kind of got like a flow of their own, but it
Hmm.
just kind of, you know, you kind of used to it. But you're different. Like your flow is different. The way you even hop on a beat is different. Um,
Hmm.
I just want to ask you that, like, do you often get that you give like West Coast vibes? Because I like it. I think it's different. That's what makes me like it because it's not what you normally hear, you know.
Yeah, I used to get that a lot, especially when I started collaborating with Fresh back in 23.
Mm-hmm.
But the main thing is, if you follow me, if everybody follow me from my first project, House of Takeover, that was back in 2019. I've always did rider music. As a matter of fact, I did a song on the project called Rider Music, and they gave from the Houston, Texas vibe, like the whole, like slab culture and all that. Also the donks, right here in some, other certain parts of the South. Just migrating to the West Coast. Was a matter of fact, I started when I first started writing and started rapping when I was young. I started off like on some gangster music type stuff. I would like to shoot 'em up, bang bang, which I done grew up out of there now. So
I
yeah,
just
but
wanted to ask you that because I promise you, when I every time I get ready to upload, get the chill, I'm like, man, this like something you can play up north and then be bopping to. You get what I'm saying? Like I like
mm,
it. So I
so
just wanted to let you know I'm a fan. That was my way of letting you know I'm a fan.
so
So you encourage upcoming artists to learn the music business, which is very important, and not just the
mhm.
music. What is one lesson you wish someone had taught you when you were first getting started?
um, the one thing I can say about that is that regardless, if you have a group or you have a staff, uh, anything, and you working around a group of people, make sure that you working as a team. That goes back to my days playing football back in high school before I started rapping. Just working as a team. When you work as a team, you'll make it even farther. You know what I'm saying? And not just with you as an individual, but everybody else as well. So yeah, I feel like that's very important.
Yeah. Very important. I hope y'all took notes on that. I'm gonna make sure I clip that part and bring it back so y'all can pay attention to it. Because I feel like that was a very important question. Because a lot of artists do not know the business. They just jumping into it doing something because everybody else doing it, and that's where they mess up at. And you see it
Mm-hmm.
every day, all the time. Especially with these new artists, they just be so eager to do something, they're not thinking straight.
Mm-hmm.
So, looking back at your journey from Brookhaven to where you are today, what is one moment in your career that you're most proud of, and what did that moment mean to you personally?
I think it was the performance I did at Martin's back in March, part of Gym Week. I feel like that was the actual resurrection of the Knightro, the past and mixed infused with the present. Professionally and personally, I feel like that brought us to a whole new plateau now. So, well, and when people used to think small now we thinking big, and bigger. So we have goals, we got just goals set, and we're looking to accomplish each and every one of them in the process.
Hmm. Right, I got one more question before I ask you what you got coming up and have you introduce your song. But I'm enjoying the conversation, so I'm sorry.
Yeah.
When people hear Nitro's music years from now, what do you hope they remember most about the man behind the music?
Days a warrior.
I know that's right.
That he's a
Okay.
bad mother. I ain't gonna say
Okay, so tell us about this single you have called "Get the Chili," produced by the one and only Big Homie Fresh. Shout out to Big Homie Fresh. Shout out to him. That boy doing this
it.
thing around here. Is that him sitting next to you?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Big Homie. So
What's
tell us
crazy?
about that record.
Uh, Get the Chill is the first single out the Night Ride. Um, Dropped it back last fall, and it was a motivational song for not just for me, somebody else might that was going through it too. And when Fresh dropped that beat to me, I said, man, I gotta go dumb on this. And that really brought back like the old school vibe that I used to have back then, but it was more like now I gotta come more. I ain't coming violent with it this time, so it just actually
Okay,
grown man stuff. So
okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce your song. Well, first off, before you do that, what you got coming up? Like any performances, anything?
we got a performance set. I think it's in Clinton, October 3rd. So be on the lookout for that. Right now, I'm just got to finish up some features with Big Homie Fresh on this upcoming project, Magnolia Breeze. I got some records I got with Tay Spear going on, and of course, shout out to Chantal Taylor and Swaz C. I got some records with them as well that we working on too. Then I got a couple more music. I got a few more projects I'm working on. One in particular, along with some more singles. So y'all be on the lookout.
Okay. I can't wait to hear that now. I'm be waiting. I'm ready. Shout out to Jay Shantae too. Shout out to her. So, all right.
Mm.
I want you to go ahead and introduce your single, Get the Chili. We're going to go ahead and play it. But before we do that, I want to thank you for coming on. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank you for your gift.
Hey,
Because, yeah, I'm a
I appreciate
fan.
you having me.
No problem. So, go ahead and introduce your song. We're going to go ahead and play it and get up out of here.
All right. Yo, this is Knightro representing Mississippi, and I'm coming with my first single off the Night Ride, Get the Chili. Y'all tune in. It's the Night Ride. Let's go.
Make that shit slap, fresh.
Knightro, what the f is you on? If you ain't about putting in the work, get gone. Cause it's some other thing that we got going. Real, so I'm already knowing. Throw the position might be alluring for the opposition. I been getting word they was sticking in the kitchen, trying to duplicate my recipe. All because they like the women that wanna have for me. But even that ain't really what it seems. Jocked out saying I'm the man in their dreams, but that's the type of game that they play. Because they see about my chips like Frito-Lay. With the chili and the cheese in the mix, it's like a up and hit $1 million lick. And there's something that a hater can't save. That means I'm covered with the flavor. I'm out to get the shit so quick, along with the nitro. Come with the boy, then I just might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chili chip. Rack so big, along with the nitro. Come with the bush, then I just might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chili chip. I started with little, then I went to a lot. The game so cold, cause since I've been hot, all type of wanna give me the couch, and main wanna have my spot. So it ain't no stopping the grind. The busters and bras, so must be out of their mind, thinking that they gon' stop. My ambition, that's a rider, got me on some pockets. When I ride mics and make your money, city girls love me though a country. You can have your fun, but ain't funny. See, I'm free, ain't you Lamont, dummy. You know, why you tricking on the bump? I got a chick with no sense that can make me dumb rich. Why you looking? I ain't the rock, but you can smell what I'm cooking. I'm out to get the chick. So big, along with the nitro. Come with the wood, then I just might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chili chip. Rack so big, along with the nitro. Come with the might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chip. Back so big, along with the nitro. Come with the bull, then I just might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chip. Back so big, along with the nitro. Come with the bull, then I just might go upside your head. Instead, I'm running for my chip. It's a night rider thing. And don't ever think that you can come close. Mother.